Having just received a Pentax K-50 camera from Pentax Ricoh Imaging USA, I wanted to show you what's in the box as well as how Pentax's latest weather-sealed DSLR looks and feels. What I have here is the black Pentax K-50 bundled with the new 18 to 55mm DAL series weather-resistant lens. While the optical design of the lens isn't new, this is the first time that Pentax has added weather sealing to a budget lens. Thanks to this new lens, weather-sealed DSLRs will no longer ship with non-sealed kit lenses from Pentax. Now, let's take a look at what's in the box. So first, we have the serial number card for the K-50, the manual, and the CD, as usual. Inside the box, there's the camera and the lens, as well as the battery charger, the battery itself. This is the DLI 109 series battery, which is also compatible with the KR and the K30. The new type of strap, featuring white lettering and a red border. There's the USB cord, and of course the power cable for the adapter. Now the lens doesn't come in its own box, but you do get a generic manual, specification sheet, and a serial number card for the lens. The current digital lens lineup for Pentax is called the DA series. This is a DAL lens. The main difference between the two is that DAL lenses have plastic mounts. They also lack full-time manual focus override, which I'll show you later on. The cap they come with is a cheap snap-on kind, but it doesn't hurt your lens at all, and it does just as good of a job of protecting it. The front cap, however, is a nice clip-on. And now for the camera itself. The Pentax K-50 is a fully weather-sealed upper entry-level DSLR. In your hands, it feels very good. It's actually just like the K-30, just with a slightly more rounded design. That's arguably a bit more traditional than what the K-30 had to offer. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the lens on the camera and insert the battery. As an aside, the K-50 will also accept AA batteries through an optional adapter. The first time you start the camera, you select the language and the time. Once you've done so, it's ready for use. The Live View button is found in the upper left corner. Pentax's kit lens does not feature silent autofocus. Instead, it uses the old-style screwdriver autofocus, which is noisy, as you can hear. While the lens isn't stabilized, the camera features body-based shake reduction, which works just as well as in-lens stabilization. As I mentioned earlier, there is no full-time manual focus override. On DA series lenses, it is enough to rotate the focusing ring at any time to adjust the focus setting. Here, however, it does not rotate. You can try to force it, but this is not good for the camera. Here's an example of the shutter sound that the K-50 produces. That was in live view. Now let's go to the traditional viewfinder. The K-50 is very similar to its predecessor, the K-30. So if you want to learn more about it, head over to pentaxforums.com and search for a K-30 review. Soon though, we will also be reviewing the K-50 to see if it's any different from the K-30 other than the specified higher ISO range of 51,200.